Hi there. Today I wanted to give you a little preview of my talk on the 7 lessons from starting, scaling, and ultimately selling my MSP. This is by far my most popular talk that I give when I speak to customers or speak at conferences. And before I get into a little bit of the preview, I wanted to share about my background. So I launched an MSP with my brother back in 2007. And over a 5-year period, we grew that MSP 11x. So we took it from 800,000 in annual revenue to 8.8 million. Now the dream is to go up and to the right, but ultimately it ended up being more like a roller coaster, and we had a great exit. And the 7 lessons talk about the key lessons that we learned throughout this journey. And so to give you just a little preview, the first one is standardizing the sales process, and we will talk about our sales process, how we found prospects and worked them all the way through the funnel. How the second step, how we invested in customer success and the impact that made in our growth. We'll talk about the type of people that we hired for that. What did they do every day? How did we compensate them? The third is identifying the ideal customer. This is extremely important because it really helped fuel our growth because we were selling to the right people. We weren't wasting our time with the wrong customers. Holding our team accountable is how we were able to spread the responsibility throughout the organization. When you go from growth of 8 employees, ultimately up to 55 employees, it's very difficult to be involved in every decision. So by spreading out the accountability and holding them accountable, you're able to fuel that growth without having to be in every single meeting. The fifth is around creating healthy competition. There are a multitude of ways to create competition, but when you get a big team and you want them to work together towards a common goal, there's nothing better than healthy competition. We'll give examples on the type of competitions we did, the pros and cons of doing different types. Then we'll jump into simplifying our contracts. This is where we'll talk specifically about how we got everyone to sign 3-year contracts, how everyone was signing for 5% automatic annual increases, and how we removed the legal mumbo jumbo and the hurdles so that we could get to doing business. The final one is around connecting with customers and the importance of making sure you don't forget that it's not a B2B business. It's H to H, human to human. We will also touch on a bunch of additional resources where you can dive deep into each of these lessons, and you can find all of these at brightgauge.com/resources. So with that, please click the link below. We'd love to share the 45-minute webinar on the 7 lessons that we learned from starting, scaling, and ultimately selling our MSP.